Hello, my name's Gav Cross, and I'm a storyteller. That's a very common phrase that I use at the beginning of my videos for years now. I still find it funny. I still find it funny. I don't know why. And I'm not new to Substack. Look, I can see there's an explosion here on Substack. I can see that there are people who've been here for a good long time, and there's a lot of incoming traffic. Well, I think you can see why. There's an attraction to a place which seems to be a bit calmer when the seas are choppy. But I can also say, as I predicted, there's a good number of people who are a bit, it's like, when you get hold of a band early in their career, or a comedian or a TV show. And first of all, you say, hey, you should get on this. You should get on this. Amazing. Because you have that cultural capital, don't you? And then when it becomes wildly popular, you're like, it was better first, when no one was watching it, when no one was at the gigs. It's a very human and natural thing to do. Now, the reason I'm here is to test ahead of some ideas that I have. I'm looking at the live video of myself, and I'm going to do an awkward thing. But I did say that this video would be me explaining a problem I have. Let me just listen and look at myself. And I'm prepared to be, I think any kind of cultural creative output should be, the video's still a bit choppy. Video's a bit choppy still. Is it choppy for you? I'd be interested if you let me know whether you're watching. Let me know if you're watching back. I'll leave this on for a bit. I can't pause it. Or if you're watching live, it'd be really helpful for me. But I do want to explain, as I promised, a problem. I'm also interested in the sound, because I'm very aware that I had a bubble up of air, I'm presuming, hoping, then. And because I have a microphone under my thatch here, I was wondering if that was audible. Tell me your story. That's a new idea that I will had, because I've been live streaming to a beautiful audience on Twitch for some time now, telling ghost stories on a Monday night. And sometimes I've had people to talk to, and it's nice to have people to talk to, and it's nice to have people to talk to for a purpose. And so I wanted to really focus my purpose. Tell me your story is the idea. And just as I was working out how to do that technically, I got the email from Substack saying, "Hey guys, hey, we do live video now." And I'd watched a few live videos beforehand and enjoyed that. And then I looked at it again. It's like, "Hey guys, we can post it straight to YouTube for you." I'm like, "Oh, that saves a bit of work." Hey, we can create it as an RSS feed for you. Like, oh, that's interesting. So that's what I'm here. But I promised you a problem. Okay, I do have a problem. I mean, plainly, just by looking at me, you could probably. I'm allowing you to diagnose. You do that. You do that. Because yes, the answer is yes. Okay, one of the problems I have, myriad problems I have, is aging. Now, one of the problems I have, the myriad problems of aging, are my eyes. Okay, they used to be quite sparkly, a charming shade of blue, and now they're surrounded by the folds of age, and they're tired, and they're red. And when I was young, I had the classic NHS glasses. I was long-sighted, and my eyes were in two different focal lengths. And then I remember a very nice optician saying there'll be a point in your 20s when you won't need glasses. You won't need glasses until you get older. And then you'll know you're old because you'll need glasses again. But this time, instead of your long-sightedness, it'll be reading glasses that you need. So it's kind of like and so that's what. Now the thing is, I do need reading glasses now. There's that point, that transition point where the phone's getting further away. I know it's a cliche, but it's true. The book is getting further away, and I'm obsessed with them. I got these because they were close to the type of clear frame NHS glasses I wore in the 70s and some of the 80s. Okay. And then the problem I have with reading glasses and glasses in general, is that I just can't stop buying them. Ah, Libby Cross is here. Libby, is the video choppy? Is the audio okay? I'll be watching back, but it's nice to see you. So that's one pair of my glasses. But then when I go into shops, if I see reading glasses, I'll buy them. Now the reason I do that is because I lose them. I put them down. I don't know where they are. I break them. I break them very much. I don't dust them either. So I'll go into a shop and I'll think, oh, that looks interesting. I bought these ones because they reminded me of the two Ronnies for the old people. I remember, my daughter is here. She's probably gone now. I once put a two Ronnies DVD on for my daughter when she was quite young, and it was so painfully misogynistic. I was embarrassed. Still funny. No, I'm a provocateur. I'm a provocateur. These ones, quite like. But the reason I got these ones is because they were very cheap for £3. Now, I had 3 of these knocking around. I know one pair is broken, and then I lost them all. And then I found one, and it was back. They were back in my life. And then I put a jacket on recently, and I found the other one of these. So there we are. Now, these ones I quite like. These are very comfortable. The problem is they're not readers. They're just blue light reflectors. I bought the wrong ones. So to actually make it work, to ease the blue light reflection, I have to kind of combine them. I'm glad the video is a little bit choppy because you won't see how dusty they all are. And these ones, another clear frame 70s throwback. A nice little jaunty emerald arm. I think these ones were Flying Tiger. A couple of quid. They're all 1.5s, by the way. These ones, I think these were Flying Tiger as well. I bought them because they reminded me of my uncle Ernie from the 70s. I know these are plastic, but it was that kind of throwback style of glasses. These ones, I wear these professionally. I read Victorian ghost stories and H.G. Wells. And I have a cousin who comes out in December, tells stories. So these are readers, but they're little ostentatious glasses. Now, talking of ostentatious, let's go back to these ones. I think these ones are both readers and blue light blocking. You can see the light reflecting. Got a little tint, haven't they? Then we're moving on to the kind of where my my heart lies. Round readers, round glasses. And it's a combination of Harold Lloyd and Bertolt Brecht that brings me to the round black framed glasses, not Harold Potter. Obviously, if you know, look at the brilliant work of Richard Ayoade, an absolutely fantastic intellect and wit and super fast, very good glasses work. Very, very, very good. There's lots of things you can do with glasses. The way that people move them about their face. You don't need the 2 fingers there. You don't really need to do that. Most people. I used to move my glasses up my nose like that when I was a kid. I don't know why. And these are my current favourites. They combine both practicality and ostentation. At the end of the nose, so you can look down at the phone, the book, phone, and look up to the screen, a dual screen. There you go. So these are my current favourites. And of course, if you push them quite close up the face and just open your eyes too wide and try to time it, you get the laugh as well, live. And also I have a huge face. Huge. My head is huge. So tiny glasses and a huge head. It's very good. I know that they won't do that, but Libby, would you consider jumping on live so I can see what it looks like with 2 people? A no is an acceptable answer because I'm pouncing this on you. I'm going to pause awkwardly, uncomfortably. Anyway, tell me your story. It's going to start next week. There's more on my feed about that. And the idea is to run that here on Substack, and then I'll live stream that on Twitch, and then ultimately it'll end up on YouTube in some form or version. See, so Libby's joined, but plainly left. Plainly left. Yeah, awkward, painful, embarrassing. Never mind. No, this is the purpose, the test, the watch back. Right. If you did get to the end, that's incredible, because I'm not going to leave it up for very long. I'm going to use it to go to YouTube, see what happens there, and then I'm going to delete this, okay? But thank you if you got this far. If you got this far, you are the best of us. Okay, gotta go. Jack Missouri Bread t-shirt. I'm the idiot from the story. That is true. In everything I do. And we awkwardly and uncomfortably tap the end button.